Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. Did you know this month is Earth Month? Yeah,
Say
it is.
what?
And Earth Day is coming up here very quickly, but we had our own Earth Day activities here in the city of Fitchburg with our shred, our electronic recycling, and med drop day. And Preston, you remember Preston, one of the co-hosts here on the show, he was out and is going to bring us a little coverage of you folks doing the proper recycling.
So today we're here on the Fitchburg campus, and we have a great event going on today. We have paper shredding, electronics recycling, the med drop, and the Badger Prairie Needs Network collecting food. So today we are collecting paper for the shred event, and we are working with Pelletary, who is here. We have a limit of 3 boxes of paper. And so you can come on in and we will shred all of your paper. The Fitchburg Resource Conservation Commission is out here volunteering along with the Fitchburg City staff. And we have a great turnout and 2 trucks here, so bring your recycling materials. So today we also partnered with the Resource Solutions so people can bring their electronics to be recycled. And it's really important that you bring your electronics to be recycled because they can be reused and then they don't end up in the landfill. So some of the items that you can bring are old cell phones, batteries, electrical cords, appliances, and some of the items can be recycled for free and some they are charging. So another thing we're doing today is encouraging people to bring their old prescriptions for the med drop, and you can bring them to City Hall, Police Department, and it's on the other side of City Hall, and you can just come in and bring in your prescriptions, and there's a med drop area for you to put your prescriptions in. And we want you to recycle your prescriptions and not flush them or throw them away so they end up in the landfill. They're open today, Saturday. Normally they are open during the week, so you can bring your meds anytime during the week as well. So one of the great things about the recycling event is that we do this every spring and every fall. And each year, more and more people are finding out about this great event. So make sure that you are cleaning things out for the spring recycling event, and then also in the fall we do the same recycling event as well. So make sure that you are bringing all your recycling materials to Fitchburg. And it's great because we're one of the few communities that do this on a regular basis, both spring and fall. The Fitchburg Resource Conservation Commission is a appointed commission where we have folks who meet on a regular basis to address a lot of the conservation issues around Fitchburg. But we also have an outreach committee that we recruit volunteers throughout the community to come and help us do various events. And it's a great way to get involved if you are interested in recycling and taking care of our environment and community. And we are a very active committee. So we are out here volunteering for the recycling event today, and we do other various community events throughout the whole year. So it's a great way to get involved and take care of the environment and the Fitchburg community.
Awesome job, folks. Looks like you turned in a lot of great stuff here. And again, keeping it out of the landfill, that's what it's all about. And the paper shredding, yeah. There's a job right there, Andrew. Shred it up. And some good electronics there. Some old monitors I hadn't seen in a long time. As I said, it's always interesting to see what people bring in here.
You never know how old some of these things, like all these CRT monitors and TVs that are still out there.
But it's just amazing to think that all of that stuff is not going to be in the landfill. And I think that's the best part of this day. Well, on the other, just up the, you can say not the other side of town, but up the street, we had a tree planting at the Corey Hill. And Preston made his way up there, working with Anna Healy, putting in a tree.
Well, good morning. Today is April 13th, and it's a little early. Arbor Day is April 26th, but this is our Arbor Day celebration here in the city of Fitchburg. And the reason we picked this day is because we have a Girl Scout group here who is coming to get their merit badge, and the merit badge involves planting trees. So today we planted 4 shrubs, and the reason we were planting shrubs is for wildlife interest and also for different flowering throughout the year. We've got some that bloom in spring, some that bloom in summer, and some that bloom in fall. We also have been doing some trees out here, planting some trees, and the girls we practiced with the shrubs on how to plant containerized shrubs, and then they're learning now how to plant trees, which is a lot of fun. here in Fitchburg, you know, we really are going through a lot of growth right now, and the neighborhood that we're in now is relatively new, and they do have a new development going on right on their borders, actually 2 developments. And so part of the reason why we've been planting in this particular park for the last 3 years is to get some screening involved. So they used to look out over cornfields, now they're looking out over houses, and they're trying to preserve their view a little bit, which the best way to do that is to plant trees. So the last few years we've had torrential rain events and a lot of flooding and a lot of water sitting around. And one of the best ways to move water from the soil to the air is with plant material. So we've got like this arrowhead viburnum that we've got here. It likes wet feed. It can take the wet soils, and B, it really does a great job of during the growing season when it has leaves, it does a great job of moving water from the soil through the leaves into the air. And it's kind of taking that up so it doesn't go downstream and cause a problem. So if you're interested, you know, the Girl Scout group that we have here today, we're thrilled to have groups like that. If you have a group that you'd like to get involved, you'd like to learn more about trees, we're happy to work with you. If you have a park you'd like to put more trees in, we're happy to do an Arbor Day event with you. Just let me know, just contact me, and we'll go from there.
Hey, thank you all for coming out and helping out with this. And yeah, trees, that's where it's at, Andrew. Trees, shrubs, and more. Glad people take part in this, and there'll be other events here throughout the remainder of April. So if you want to get your Earth Day activities on, there's still plenty of time and plenty of events happening here in the city of Fitchburg. All right, we're going to wrap up the show next with a little bit of PB&J. You are watching Talking Fitchburg.